Hi, I'm Lisa Greenfield with Truthinhand, and it's time for your daily tarot. This is the week of February 6th through the 12th, and I'm excited to talk about the lunar eclipse that's coming up Friday the 10th. But before I do that, I did want to let you know, please do be my guest at truthinhand.com, where I've shared a sample online reading of the map that's there in your hands, my gift to you, along with some information on tarot and astrology to help you with some decisions and roadmaps in your life. All right, are you ready for the week? Because we've got a lot to talk about. This week, the card of the week is the Blasted Oak. All right, now this card in the Wildwood Tarot combines both the Tower and the Hangman. So this is where it has felt like you've been in suspension, just kind of waiting for things to happen. Guess what? It's happening. The Tower, that shock, it's that Uranus lightning bolt, which comes up several times this week. There's key places where the change is upon us, and it's a good change. You're going to like this. We start off on Monday and we've got the Four of Stones. Now, fours are always putting things on a firm foundation, and the stones are the body. And today we've got the Jupiter square Vesta. Jupiter's the expansion planet. Vesta is the home within us, which is funny. The Four of Stones, that home, that protection, that safe place inside of us, squares are an adjustment. So this is because we've got a big eclipse coming that's going to put us out there in the world in a new way. We need to start the week by having that safe place within us that we give ourselves, where we acknowledge we are enough, we've done enough. It is okay for us to just be us. Now, always improving, of course, but be us out there in the world. And we really start the week on that firm foundation. We move into Tuesday and we've got the Seven of Bows, which is clearance. And that's perfect today because we've got Moon square Mars, and squares are adjustment. Mars are our actions. Moon is what we love and what we fear losing. So this is all about recalibrating how you act on what you believe. Are you seeing yourself as big as you are? Are you seeing yourself accurately and in that place, clearing away anything that keeps you from knowing that, again, you are enough, you've done enough, it's all right to share who and what you are, and clear away anything and adjust your actions, to mirror that. And that's important because we move into Wednesday and we've got the Seer. Now today we have a cardinal T-square with the aspects that Chiron's included too, but we've got Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, Uranus in Aries, that lightning bolt, hello. And it's very much about, on a deep level, seeing ourselves, seeing the big truth of us, seeing the real truth of us with both compassion and humility. It's like we are unique, we're extraordinary, and we've got our stuff. And from that place, that combination, we can see others in a much clearer, more engaging way. And that rolls into Thursday and the journey. Hello, Tarantara. Thursday, we've got Moon opposing Mercury. Now, again, our moon is what we love and what we fear losing. Mercury is how we see and say things that connect us everywhere. And so this is all about connecting up, bringing what we love out. Mercury, oppositions, it's like all the way on the other side. So it's like, okay, you're going to start practicing taking some new risks here. And with the journey, it's the end of that place that kept you hiding out. The shadow side of that Monday Four of Stones is where we box ourselves in out of fear. Thursday, we've gotten to the place where it's like, okay, I can move past that fear of being revealed, past that fear of being seen, and share this with the world and know that I'm going to take care of myself if it doesn't turn out the way that I want it to. And it's going to be all right. And that's where we move into the eclipse on Friday. Hello. And we've got the Page of Bows. Now, pages are always the interstate that precede action. And this is the page that says, I believe. I believe past performance is not a guarantee of future, behavior. So even if things have not turned out the way that I wanted in the past, I am no longer limited by that story. Because today the eclipse is actually in the constellation 22 degrees Leo that is called our own worst enemy. So the eclipse, what's being eclipsed is where we are our own worst enemy. In other words, we're the light of day, the sun, and the earth get together to show you where the truth, the big truth of you is, the real possibilities of you are, the strength, the dignity, the contribution of you, as opposed to the shadow, the moon, which is being eclipsed, that fearful place inside of us that didn't believe. And so this card says believe. And not only that, believing is seeing. Sweet, right? Told you you'd be glad. And then we move into Saturday, and we've got the 8 of bows. Now, 8 is always what we put out there, but we've got the sun, the moon, the Jupiter, all of these, the heavy hitters playing together today to really show us that what we put out there comes back to us. When we believe in ourselves and bring that to the community, there'll be some applause, there'll be recognition, there'll be reward for this. This is actually the standing ovation card in the minor arcana. And at the very least, give it to yourself. But trust me, there will be some other feedback coming to you that it's like, good for you, brave, well done. All right. And we move into Sunday, and we've got the testing ground, moon on the water. This is where the moon is opposite Neptune. So after the standing ovation of Saturday, we start to realize that it's like, okay, you being your unique self and bringing it to the community can ruffle a few feathers, disrupt a few things. It's going to cause ripples on the water, and that's all right. We're the stronger in community when we get fresh contribution. It's all in how you do it. All right. I like to say, don't swat flies with cannonballs. You may kill the fly, but you take out everything around it. So as you're, overcoming your resistance to being seen in a bigger light and contributing to the community where it can be a little uncomfortable because it's, you're being more exposed, back to that eclipse, you're no longer your own worst enemy. You're shining brightly and speaking up for yourself. Well, on Sunday, you're going to get tested. So it's like if it rattles a few cages or ruffles a few feathers, how do you work through that to bring about an evolution that benefits everybody, including you? And that does not mean, closing your mouth, shutting down. Again, more about this eclipse is it's in the constellation where ever you have felt powerless, and been your own worst enemy feeling powerless, you are now free to speak. So that will cause reactions in other people, but your job is to pull from Monday back to that protection, that 4 of stones. Take care of yourself, that inner reparenting, and really acknowledge that it's like, you can do this. You are enough. You are important. You've got a contribution that needs to be heard. Consider the people that are listening to it, and let the whole thing bring you to a much bigger, richer, wonderful circle. We're setting up for a good Valentine's Day. But that is next week. I'm Lisa Greenfield with Truth in Hand. Thank you for joining me. Have a great week.